Thank you, Dr. Goenka. We now request Mr. Harshvardhan Neutia, Chairman, Ambuja Neutia Group, to come here. His is the group which is one of the most prominent corporate houses headquartered in Kolkata, and the group operates across diverse verticals like real estate, hospitality, healthcare, education, and startup incubation.
Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Minister, dignitaries on the dais, citizens of Dubai, my fellow delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it's a great honor and privilege to present our group's experience of working in Bengal. Our group is primarily in the urban infrastructure sector. We are in hospitality, in healthcare, and in housing. Dubai has shown the world what can happen if we commit ourselves to urban development. It has been a beacon that I think all of us admire deeply right across the world. Kolkata and Bengal is now poised at an inflection point for explosive growth in this sector. I say this because of a very interesting convergence that is happening. You're well aware that India has now become the 5th largest economy. It is galloping fast towards becoming the 3rd largest in the next few years. In tandem with India, Kolkata and West Bengal is growing a little ahead of the national average. I think as India grows and Kolkata and West Bengal grow a little faster than the national average, we see immense opportunities for creating a global city of creativity in Kolkata. Kolkata is known for its immense talent in the field of creative endeavors, in the field of arts, in the knowledge economy, all of which I think will have a very decisive edge as we go forward. Therefore, with all the natural ingredients and the immense amount of infrastructure that has got developed, it would be, I think, fairly easy to make Calcutta into a global city of culture and creativity. Dubai has immense experience in this development, and I think it would be a natural fit for entrepreneurs from Dubai to consider and invest in Kolkata and help both for their own profitability as well as for the development of the state. On a final point, I wish to reiterate what my friend Sanjeev said, alluded to. Our Honorable Chief Minister really does look after all her people just like an elder sister. That's why we fondly, respectfully call her Didi. Didi in our language is elder sister. She looks after us like that, she cares for us like that, and it is because of this affection that I think virtually anybody she invited to attend this conference is here today, all the way from India. Some of them only have come for a day, but everyone has responded. I'm sure that if you come and you decide to invest, you will have a wonderful and pleasant experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Neutia. We now have Mr. Sanjeev Puri, CMD ITC, heading one of India's foremost private sector companies headquartered in Kolkata, with a diversified presence in FMCG, hotels, packaging, paperboards, and specialty paper and agribusiness. With 200 plus manufacturing units, ITC's businesses and value chains create sustainable livelihoods for more than 6 million people. Mr. Puri, please.
Honorable Chief Minister, His Excellency, Minister of Foreign Trade, and distinguished guests. It's a privilege to have the opportunity to share our experience in West Bengal, which is more than a century old, and we consider it as a privilege. And it's been a very fulfilling experience. All of you, as investors, would agree that capital goes to places where it can flourish, multiply, where it can thrive. And investors look for not only the market opportunity, some competitive advantage. Investors look for the right quality of talent. Investors look for the right kind of work ethic. Investors look for a very friendly business environment, enabling policies, good quality of infrastructure. And all that is very much in place. In fact, we have seen this transformation in West Bengal over the last decade under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister. We have seen this transformation where she is ushering in a new paradigm of socio-economic growth, both development of business and inclusive growth. And what we have seen is really boundless energy, deep commitment to transform, and we are seeing this on the ground today. And I can, as they say, the proof of the pudding is in eating it, and I can give you our own example. Today we have 19 manufacturing facilities in West Bengal. It's been a journey, but I can tell you in the last 10 years is when most of it actually came. The 20th one is going to be commissioned within the next 12 months. Our largest food processing capacity is in West Bengal. We have 5 operating hotels in West Bengal, including two ITC hotels in Calcutta, which represents our largest hotel complex. Very soon, we will have 8 hotels in West Bengal, catering to business travel and leisure travel. Bengal has got rich resources in agriculture across. It's a leader in many areas. That's why food processing is very strong for us there. It has immense potential on hospitality. It's a gateway for the Northeast. It has got enormous rich assets in tourism, whether it's culture, whether it's adventure, and so on and so forth. There's immense potential in tourism itself. A lot of rich assets are there. West Bengal is a place that has the finest academic institutions in the country. And therefore, talent is not a problem. You have the finest talent available, and the good thing is that you actually find that the employee retention is much better in West Bengal as compared to any other states. That's why our second large facility for information technology is now actually coming up we already have a center, is going to expand. It will be in West Bengal, in Kolkata, a very large facility. So given all these advantages that we have in West Bengal, given the fact that it's a large and growing market, the state GDP last year has grown at 8.4%, more than the national average. It is a gateway to many proximal markets within and outside the country. Given the natural resources that are available, tourism assets, agriculture resources, the talent availability, I think West Bengal really offers a very compelling case. And all this becomes very, very powerful given the manner in which the state is being governed today, all the policies that are being enabled. I must also mention that it's a very participative policy making. I am personally not aware of any other state where for every sector there is a group working which has private sector participation as a co-chair. I mean, that gives an enormous opportunity for business to share ideas, share concerns. And I also know from my own experience on certain projects that we have undertaken that the Honorable Chief Minister herself personally tracks it, makes sure that the investments actually fructify and become productive. And this is a state, I agree with my earlier colleagues who said, is a state where The leader cares for the people. The leader cares for everybody, and everybody feels involved and wanted in the stage. So therefore, it is, to my mind, an unparalleled opportunity. It's a very, very compelling case for investment in West Bengal, and I'm saying this based on our experience. This is the only state where we have a strong footprint from every business vertical that we are into. This is the only state in India where we have it, and in some of them, the largest footprint. So I certainly would like to encourage all of you to explore this, come and see for yourselves, and I'm sure you'll in fact become a bigger proponent of West Bengal than I am today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Puri. Before we have more experience sharing by our industry delegates, at this juncture, we will now have address by the guest of honor, His Excellency, Dr. Thani bin Ahmed Ali Zeudi, UAE Minister of State for Foreign Trade. His esteemed address will cement the bonds evolving between UAE Dubai and India Bengal Kolkata.
Thank you for the warm welcoming, Excellencies, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and mashkar, and very good afternoon to all of you. It's really a pleasure to be with you all at this distinguished and excellent gathering, one that will help promote economic collaboration between the UAE and the state of West Bengal. Let me begin by extending my warm welcoming to Her Excellency Mamata Banerjee, Honorable Chief Minister of the state, and your delegation. I wish you very fruitful visit and meetings. And I have to say that we don't consider this as a visit. So we are looking forward to have a longer visit in the near future. As India's fourth most populous state and home to its third largest metropolis, West Bengal certainly offers considerable promise for our private sector in a range of sectors. This reflected in bilateral trade that was valued more than $3.3 billion in the last year, and which represents almost 5% of our UAE-India trade. West Bengal is also among the top 10 destinations in India for the UAE investment. In 2019, Memorandum of Understanding between West Bengal and DMCC, the UAE largest free zone, is already accelerating these exchanges, and there is potential to go much faster and further. In particular, its rich agriculture sector can play an important role in food security efforts, and Haldia Port offers many opportunities in logistics and manufacturing, while Durgapur has well-developed chemical and fertilizer industries that have many synergies with our own. There is also many potential for joint ventures and investment in mining, transport, tourism, renewable energy, and technology. And at the same time, the UAE offers West Bengal's exporters a gateway to markets in Middle East, Europe, and Africa. Located at the global crossroads, we are the most connected country in the world according to the DHL, with direct access to more than 400 cities. Our well-established logistic infrastructure, including Jebel Ali Port, the 9th busiest container terminal in the world. The UAE is now among the top 5 free exporter hubs globally, with 2.4% of all ocean container traffic transiting through one of our ports. Of particular importance to West Bengal, we are also the world's leading re-exporter of rice and leading re-exporter of tea, which we trade with more than 150 countries for a value of $514 million. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, taking full advantage of this opportunity has never been easier. In May 2022, UAE and India implemented our Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, CEPA, negotiated and signed in just 88 days. This landmark deal has lowered and removed tariffs on more than 80% of our product lines, eliminated many of the technical barriers to trade, and opened public sector procurement, as well as created platforms for investment in priority sector. And there can be a little question that our deal is having the desired impact. In the first 12 months of the CEPA, bilateral non-oil trade reached $50.5 billion. This is a 5.8% increase on the corresponding period a year earlier. For the context, these figures a sharp decline in global trade in Q3 and Q4 in 2022. And from the UAE side, we saw a significant increase in the export of key products such as iron, steel, and polymers. Data from the Indian side shows that exports of textile, gems, jewelry, footwear, fruits, automobile have all increased. And those are commodities that as well are rich in West Bengal. We have also seen a number of crucial investments flowing to India. And the last one was in August, DP World announced $500 million deal to develop and operate mega container terminal in Gujarat. And we see another potential to invest in West Bengal port area as well. In other direction, thousands of India companies have now registered with our chambers of commerce in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. And Malabar Gold and Diamond, one of the largest jewelry retail chain in the world, has consolidated its international operation here in Dubai. Even such this will ensure that the West Bengal can share in the benefits of our closer, deeper connection. And we at the Ministry of Economy stands ready to support any efforts that will help facilitate and grow up the relation with India in general and West Bengal in particular. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the UAE and India share economic, social, and cultural bonds that have been forged over more than 5 decades of trust and shared interest. And the UAE-India CEPA has been designed to build on those solid foundations and to facilitate market access for our respective exporters and investors. Ultimately, we recognize that our economies work better when they work in harmony. This is just the beginning of our new journey together, but our target to reach $100 billion of annual and oil trade is within our grasp. I'm confident that the industry and the ambitions of West Bengal will ensure it play its full part in achieving this goal and delivering a new chapter of bilateral growth and opportunity. Again, Excellency, as we discussed before the events, we're looking forward to ensure that we target the sectors which you are interested in. We'll make sure that we are focusing on those sectors. And we're looking forward to see you again in UAE and in the West Bengal. And wish you all the best for those who are here for the coming few days. Thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency, for your very inspirational words. And we will continue to have experience sharing by our industry delegates. I welcome here Ms. Sucharita Basu, Managing Partner, Aquila, who is having leading law firms with offices in Kolkata, New Delhi, and Mumbai. She is also the chairperson of Confederation of Indian Industry, West Bengal State Council. Sucharita.
Thank you, sir. Namaskar and good afternoon. My regards to the esteemed members on the dais and all of you present here. Bengal, with its diverse economic base, skilled workforce, and strategic location and connectivity, has demonstrated remarkable growth, attracting investments across sectors. Bengal's economic transformation over the past decade is not a mere story, it is a testament to resilience, innovation, and strategic vision. Consequently, it has given a huge fillip to the service sector of Bengal, to which my organization also belongs to. The service sector is the largest contributor to the state at 52%, followed by others. For example, due to the vibrance offered by the state, our organization has evolved into a fairly large setup with about 60 lawyers and other professionals, and still on the growth trajectory with its largest office in Bengal. I also represent the startup of Bengal who have been able to scale up in the service sector due to the enabling ecosystem prevailing in our state. Despite being dissuaded by critiques, we knew that Bengal is our Janmabhoomi and our Karmabhoomi, and we were confident of the possibilities in our state. In fact, the Bengal story is actually incomplete without applauding its MSMEs, both in manufacturing and services. And the MSMEs, they are just not contributors, but also engines of innovation, drivers of employment, catalysts of growth, and bridges the urban-rural divide. Further, I also represent a very vast section of the Bengal's population, which are the women of Bengal, and I never miss an opportunity to mention about their unwavering dedication and multifaceted contributions. Women of Bengal, they have historically and repeatedly shattered glass ceilings and paved the way forward for an inclusive economy of the state. And this has largely been made possible due to the very successful state schemes for social and rural welfare. We all talk about ESG today, which is the acronym for Environment, Social and Governance in the corporate context. It's a global relevance, a matter of global relevance, and also upcoming national importance. But let me tell you, Bengal has been incorporating the elements of ESG in its economic description since long. By virtue of having a broad-based clientele comprising of the government of West Bengal and its parastatals, and also the industry, many of you are present here, and also by reason of being the CII chair, and I agree with Mr. Puri completely, the Bengal government is continuously working on making and updating policies in consultation with relevant stakeholders, and all of them are dovetailed towards augmenting ease of doing business in the state. So today we have come to you as Team Bengal or Brand Bengal to collaboratively tell you the story of a new Bengal. So before I conclude, I would like to reinforce that Bengal beckons and welcomes you to consider Bengal to be an investment destination for yourselves, and it always welcomes you with its quintessential warmth to a new, fearless, progressive, and economically empowered Bengal led by Honorable Chief Minister, Ms. Mamata Banerjee. Dhonnobad, thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the privilege to welcome Her Excellency, the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, to deliver her keynote address today. It is during her tenure that Bengal has been growing and growing.
Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. There are so many other industrial friends from both the sides. They will be speaking after me because our Honorable Excellency, the Minister, Mr. Thani B. Ahmedji, is to leave the place because the other work. That's why I'm just sharing my simple views to you. Because all the industrial captains are here. Captain of the industries are here. Along with me, my Chief Secretary Government of West Bengal, Mr. Dibedi, my Chief Minister Advisor, Alapon Bandyopadhyay is also with me. Our Consul General, Mr. Aman Puri is also with me. Mrs. Bandana is also, Industry Secretary is also with me. Rudro, the President of FICCI, he is also with me. Moshumi is also with me. Sanjeev Goenka, this horse Neutia, Mr. Puri, Mayank Jalan, Mr. Chaudhuri, Mr. Bangar, Mr. Mehul Mayanka, Mr. Tarun Jhunjhunwala, Ujjal, Shumit, Sucharita, then there are so many. Mr. Mittal, Mr. Dugar, even from Mohammedan Sporting Club and East Bengal Sporting Club, the media, all are present here. And I think after me, K.K. Bangur, Chairman, and this Graphite India, Mr. Tarun Jhunjhunwala, Group of Reliance Industries, Mr. Darshan Hiranandani, CEO and MC, H Energy, Mayank Jalan, CMD, Caventer Agriculture, Mehul Goenka, MD and CEO Tega Industries, Mr. Prashant Bangar, Managing Director of Sri Cement, and Prithis Chaudhuri, Director of Titagarh Industry, will address this gathering. And also after me, Mr. Dr. Aman Puri and Rudro Chatterjee will be addressing this meeting. I am happy that what our Excellency Minister, he is present with us. I proud to say, I bow down my head to your Prince and your all the people from Dubai, my brothers and sisters. And I convey my regards to all the people who came over here and who are listening to us. Thank you so much for giving us this sweet opportunity. Today is a Friday, I know today is a namaz day, you are busy. But instead of that, instead of taking your lunch, you have chosen this venue. I am so grateful. I am so delighted. Earlier, I came so many times through Dubai because we used to travel with Emirates, so their transit is always Dubai. But I have not gone to outside. This is the first time I am meeting all of you because I am in the outside. So it is a great achievement for us. When Mr. Lulu and other people, they also met me in the morning. And Minister, Our Excellency, Mr. Honey, he is so good, he is so nice, he is so cute, and he is so beautiful that he discussed us with a lot of interest. And he said that I invite the BGBS program to my Dubai friends. Always you used to go, but this time don't miss your minister also along with you. And we want that Dubai should be our partner. Because our culture and your culture is the same. Bengal is the only place where you can see the unity in diversity. Where you can see every community, they go to temple, mosque, church, girja, everywhere. We don't feel our title, we feel the humanity. That is our main development purpose. We feel that all the people there are our brother and sister. And I'm happy to announce that in all over the world, Bengal is the only state where we are giving the social security to 99% of people. From women empowerment, to student empowerment, to youth empowerment, to minorities empowerment, to OBC empowerment, to scheduled caste empowerment, to Christians community, Hindu, Bauddha, Sikh, Jain, Paro, Sikh, Muslim, Christian, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. But we have to develop for the poor people also. We want development, but we must see our farmers must smile and our industry also should smile. They are the two sisters. Like Hindu Muslim, they are the two sisters. And that is our beauty. Marhaba to all of you. Dubai is one of the most futuristic cities in the world. It's a symbol of modernity and enterprising spirit. India and UAE share vast history and rich culture, enjoy strong bonds of friendship. They share age-old cultural, religious, and economic ties. Indian experience, the community, and of more than 3.5 million are here in UAE. They have not just represented in India, but have become an integral part of the prosperity and progress of UAE. I congratulate them. West Bengal occupies a prominent role in the India-UAE trade and economic regions. 2022 and 23, exports from West Bengal to UAE was 1.49 billion of US dollar. Bengal exports precious metal jewelry, iron and steel, tea, ready-made garments, telecom instruments, petroleum products, marine products, etc. in UAE. I hope this relation will become stronger as trade is key to our future prosperity. Just like Dubai, West Bengal has rich and vibrant cultural heritage, diverse population, religious and cultures. And Dubai, both Dubai and Bengal has very strategic locations. You'll be happy to know my industrial friends, captain of the industry, they express their views. Along with our guest of honor, our excellency, our minister, Mr. Haniji, I want to say why you will invest Bengal. World Heritage, UNESCO declared West Bengal is the tourism destination in the world. Do you know for girl child empowerment, West Bengal received United Nations first prize for public service award. West Bengal is #1 in India for skill development. West Bengal is #1 in the agriculture producer. As the agriculture producer, vegetables produce state. Our farmers' income, it is more than any other state. Our workers are too happy. They have the social security programs also. We have set up so many healthcare. The university, even it is for all, from medical colleges to university. And why you will invest the West Bengal? Our talent is a benchmark of the world. If you see from Nasha to Bhasha, means Nasha to language, or education, or industry, or healthcare, even when India landing moon, I am proud to say 40 scientists are from Bengal. Can you imagine? Our boys and girls are working from Harvard to Cambridge to Dubai, everywhere. Our migrant workers, maximum were working in the Dubai. They are so happy. Our Bengal is of Bangladesh. And if you include the people of Bangladesh and West Bengal, our is 11.5 crores. And there is 15 crores. So they are the country, we are the state. But if you mix up together, you will see our language speaking in the world, it is 5th largest. And in Asia, it is #2. So you see, the market and the consumers, it's just like a human bank. So it is gateway of Bangladesh. Bangladesh is connected by port, by civil airlines, by train, even by road. It is just adjacent of Bengal. 5 minutes. Flight, if you want to fly, it is only half an hour. Nepal, Bhutan, half an hour. If you go to Bangladesh, Bengal to northeastern, half an hour. Even Bengal and Dubai is not so far. From Mumbai, it is only 2.5 hours. From Bengal also, it is only 4 hours. It is very nearest. Even northeastern India, 8 sister states, they are not been nurtured fully. If you do the business for Bengal, you can do a better help to northeastern region also. Our market and Bangladesh market, they always maintain the good relation. And they are our friendly country also. All the other countries. Our skill is readily available. We have set up 300 IITs to give skill training and polytechnics also. We have produced so many doctors, nursing training colleges, more than, you will be surprised to know when we captured the power, because it is a democratic system. I worked as a member of parliament of elected Lok Sabha about 7 times. How? Because I was the youngest MP. And I started my career when within few hours, 3-4 government toppled. That's why 7 times. Twice I was the railway minister. I was the coal mines minister. I was the youth and sports minister, central government. I was a women and child minister. I was the parliamentary committee chairman 2-3 times. And these 3 terms, it is because of the inshallah, dua, ashirwad, shubhecha, and we are blessed by God, by people. Now, our every infrastructure is ready. We have already built up 200 industrial parks. The land is available. Land use policy is available. Land map is available. And this time we offered, instead of giving the 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years of lease, we have decided to give you the freehold rights even. If you want to invest your money in anywhere, you can do it. Even tea gardens also, we allowed our tourism policy, 15% for tourism purpose also. Because we have Darjeeling, Kalimpong, Kashiang, Mirik, the hill areas, the Kanchenjunga, Kanchenkonda. We have the Royal Bengal tigers, the deep forest. We have the deep sea. We have to do it, the deep sea port also. There is a scope for 2-3 ports also there. What is not? Everything is there. Only one thing is required, that there are some media news, of course, because against of Bengal, it may be the political reason. We don't mind for that. But have a visit in Bengal. Come to visit my BGBS conference, my open invitation to all the industry friends and my ministers and Dubai government. Please do come and have a joint venture with us. Then you will see that how we are working. Power, no problem. The second largest coal industries, already we are working there. 100 years of power, we will give the supply, we will supply the power to others. Now gas. Now gas-based methane. Then biggest. Then cell, then iron, then textile, then food processing, then tourism, then education, then health. Everywhere you have access to do it. So I will humbly request to my Dubai government, the UAE, and all the captain of industries, you lead the government. Our IT sector is also doing very well. We have already started doing a Silicon Valley, just like a replica of Silicon Valley. There are also so many big sectors coming. A new policy on data center is also ready. Our potentiality of tourism is also ready. We have all the policies. And even yesterday, the government of India just select a village of a district of Murshidabad for the best tourism place, best tourism village. I'm happy to announce, and it is the best destination for each and everything A to Z. So my humble request should be to Honorable Minister and all the industrialists who are present here. I convey my gratitude on behalf of our Bengal teams. Along with me, my 30 big industries are here with me. So on behalf of all of us, we convey our great regards, our humble regards, our solidarity to all my industrial friends of UAE and Dubai, and also convey our best wishes to all of your family members. And we convey that how you are leading, you are showing us the way, how you are doing the industrial infrastructure, the road infrastructure, and other infrastructure that is really required to see for everybody. And that's why I feel you can build up Dubai, can't you build up my India, can't you build up my West Bengal? You can build up. And that's why please do come, visit, and have a look. We are sending you open invitation. Please come, visit. Thank you very much. Joy Hind, Joy Bangla, Joy Dubai, Joy UAE. ভালো থাকুন, সুস্থ থাকুন, সুন্দর থাকুন, খুব ভালো থাকুন। Thank you so much.
Her Excellency, the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, is a poet, a painter, and a creative artist too. And impromptu, she has decided to give a painting drawn by her to His Excellency Dr. Thani bin Ahmed Al Zedoudi, UAE Minister of State for Foreign Trade. The Chief Minister gives her painting to the Minister of UAE. A great moment indeed. Thank you, Your Excellency, Dr. Thani bin Ahmed Al Zedoudi. We will now continue experience sharing by our industry delegates, and we have Mr. K.K. Bangar, Chairman, Graphite India, which is headquartered in West Bengal and is a pioneer in India for manufacture of graphite electrodes as well as carbon and graphite specialty products. The company exports more than 50% of its products to Middle East, USA, Southeast Asia, and Far East. Mr. Bangar, please.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Honorable Chief Minister, dignitaries on the dais. I represent Graphite India Limited. We manufacture predominantly graphite electrodes and other carbon products, and are the third largest producer globally. While we operate in 5 states in India, and also overseas, our biggest investment is in the state of West Bengal. We have been there for 6 decades, but our experience in the last 12 years has been phenomenal. We have in the recent past made significant investments in Bengal, and including shifting of one of our plants from Karnataka to Bengal. The environment of business in the state of West Bengal is very, very conducive for industry under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, and the administration is very, very proactive. I don't recall any incidents since 2011 when we had to face any disruption whatsoever. I would definitely urge all of you present here today to please come and invest in our state of West Bengal. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bangar. We now request Mr. Tarun Jhunjhunwala, Group President, Reliance Industries Limited, to come and say his words. A globally known industry giant, Reliance Group's business interests include telecom, power, energy and gas, media and entertainment, petrochemicals, plastic and polymer, biotechnology, and pharmaceuticals.
Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Ms. Mamata Banerjee, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm reminded of a statement by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, who once said, "Most people talk, we do things. They plan, we achieve. They hesitate, we move ahead." We are a living proof that when human beings have the courage and commitment to transform a dream into reality, there is nothing that can stop them. No wonder Dubai has evolved as a testament to the fact that in the race for excellence, there is no finishing line. And somewhere between living and dreaming comes Dubai. The historical and cultural ties between the United Arab Emirates and Bengal can be traced back to centuries and are characterized by trade, migration, and cultural exchange. We all know that the biggest festival of Bengal, Durga Puja, is also celebrated with great fanfare in Dubai and across the UAE. I represent Reliance, one of India's largest and most dynamic conglomerates, before this distinguished gathering of business leaders. Under the visionary leadership of our chairman, Mr. Mukesh Ambani, Reliance is a testament to the power of innovation, adaptability, and unwavering pursuit of excellence. Allow me to provide an overview of some of the key facets of Reliance, the largest private sector company in India, and amongst the top 100 globally with revenues of US dollars 130 billion and net profits of US dollars 10 billion. Reliance Jio, our telecommunication arm with a subscriber base of over 450 million, has revolutionized the Indian digital landscape, providing affordable high-speed internet access to millions. As responsible corporate citizens, we understand the importance of sustainability. We have set ambitious goals to achieve carbon neutrality by 2035 and are actively investing in renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power. Reliance Retail is at the forefront of transforming the retail landscape in India. Our core businesses in petrochemicals and refining continue to be vital contributors to India's industrial growth. Our financial services business is a joint venture with the world's largest asset management company, BlackRock. Investments of over 18 billion US dollars from the likes of Google, Facebook, Qualcomm, Mubadala, Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, etc., to name a few, is a testament to Reliance's international stature and credibility. Over the last decade, we have invested over 5 billion US dollars in Bengal. We continue to invest in telecommunications, retail, and allied services as we have immense faith in the people of Bengal, the leadership of our Chief Minister, who has steered Bengal to achieve significant all-round economic and social progress. I appeal to you to participate in the industrial resurgence of our state, and together we will make it a truly bounteous Bengal. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to engaging in discussions and exploring opportunities for future collaboration in the days and months ahead. Shukran.
Thank you, Mr. Junjunwala. Now I request Mr. Darshan Hiranandani, CEO and MD, H Energy, to come here. Hiranandani Group is a pioneer of global community townships, and Darshan himself started his professional career pioneering the development of 23 Marina, a 90-story residential super tall tower in Dubai, world's tallest residential tower at that time.
Thank you so much. Honorable Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, Didi as she's lovingly known, our Honorable Consul General, Chief Secretary Dwivedi Saab, Alapanji, Vandana Ma'am, other delegates from Bengal. It's always a pleasure to be part of BGBS, and as Alapan sir introduced, in March it'll be my 20th year living in Dubai, and I was fortunate. I built a 90-story tower. So Didi, I want to welcome you to come sometime to visit. It's on your way out. It's only 4 minutes away. Firstly, I want to start off by applauding Didi on 2 counts. Whole country has been talking about the Women's Reservation Bill. We've had a big celebration yesterday. But actually for Didi, she didn't need a bill to make this happen. She sends 40% of the MPs she sends to Parliament are already women. And it gives you just gives you a preview into Didi's mindset for gender equality and social justice. So I think she deserves a big round of applause for that. This is a tremendous asset, and whether it is sending MPs to Parliament or the awards that she's got from international organizations for women empowerment is amazing. Didi, I want to tell you a small story. Last year, our family foundation, we skilled 4,000 women. And you'll be amazed, women electricians and plumbers are a super hit. They are making 50,000 rupees a day. And we found that in a lot of areas where women are at home with kids, they prefer calling women electricians and plumbers than calling men. So this is an amazing experience that shows that whether it's for jobs where we thought that only men can do it, or men are usually doing it, right to the top where we have a chief minister leading by example, leading a state, at every level, this is making a huge impact. So that's absolutely incredible. The second bit I want to talk about is natural gas infrastructure, where to bring clean fuel to Bengal, a thing which we participate in, is growing at a rapid pace and progressing forward. In the area of energy, I want to talk about the state's foresight in one other area. The country over the last 2-3 years has been made big strides, of course, in renewables, but we are all talking about pump storage hydro, which acts as a cost-effective battery for renewables. The world is touting this as a pioneering invention. West Bengal has had pump storage hydro for many years, and there are many new projects underway. And I think while Bengal is not the best place in India for solar power, it certainly can be the peak power battery for the whole north region. So I think that can actually be an amazing place where investors, where public-private partnership, where discussions with the state government can continue to expand, because the pump storage potential of the state is extremely large. I want to talk about one other piece. We have an industrial parks division called Greenbase, which is 50-50 with Blackstone. And the Honorable Chief Minister spoke about industrial parks in the state. And Didi, there are two types of mindsets. Some companies like to directly take land from the state. Other companies, and we have seen that in other states, prefer to come to companies like ours and say, build me the factory, lease it to me for 25 years, I want a plug-and-play example. So we found, for example, in many places, both work very well. Some people want to take from the state, some people want private sector to make their factories with them. And we've seen huge success, and we're hopeful to kickstart this venture in Bengal very, very quickly. Last but not the least, now that Didi is here, there's a lot of infrastructure that's been built in the state, but they'll always mange more. And Didi spoke about Indo-Bangladesh trade and Bangladesh being a big part, and this being a big entry. Our company is building gas infrastructure in Bangladesh. We're building the Indian Economic Zone in Mongla. We're building the largest data center in Bangladesh. Work started there. But actually, all our teams are based in Calcutta. And they live there in Calcutta, and they fly back and forth to Dhaka. So that's one big example. But the other thing, Didi, is I think we need a new border coastal expressway to be built. I think from Tajpur to Haldia, going up all the way to Basirat, Bangaon, and connecting onto the National Highway 27. I think with 5-7 new integrated checkposts, the current success is super success. The checkposts are choked. We can multiply this tenfold. It just shows you the potential that's there in the state. So I'm hoping that, Didi, that's the next piece of infrastructure that you're going to take up. And Indo-Bangladesh trade is $16 billion. And I'm hoping Bengal will take a bigger and bigger share of that trade. To all of you here today, Bengal's a jewel with limitless potential and natural resources. A lot of people have spoken about their experience, but all I can say is that the leadership is fantastic. It has tremendous opportunities for growth, and I welcome all of you to be part of its growth story. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Darshan Hiranandani. Now comes Mayank Jalan of Keventer Agro CM.
Darshan, you spoke of the potential which West Bengal has as far as the trade with adjoining countries, especially Bangladesh, as we have seen. many land ports are there, and as you rightly said, most of these land ports require upgradation in terms because the merchandise has increased a lot. In fact, we have identified 10 locations, starting from the typical Petrapole to Gojadanga to Chakrabanda to Hili. There are 10 such places which have land ports with Bangladesh. We have identified land and we are developing them into a modern internal container depots as well as land ports. Just for your kind information. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Divedi. We now request Mr. Mayank Jalan, CMD Keventer Agro, which is a leading FMCG company headquartered out of Kolkata.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Chief Minister. Just to lay the context, we at Keventer have been housed out of West Bengal for the last 40 years. We have more than 3,000 direct employees working in the state of West Bengal. We work with more than 70,000 farmers in the state of West Bengal. We have more than 4,200 distributors who distribute to 20,000 plus population town in West Bengal. And we have more than 600 salespeople working on the field in the state of West Bengal. So it's fair to say that we as an organization get the bird's eye view or direct information of what's happening at our districts and villages, not just at the city of Calcutta. My Chief Minister said a lot of schemes that she had announced. Now let me be very frank in this room. I have been part of delegations since the last 12, 13, 14 years. And every single time that I stand here, we were talking about these numbers, we were talking about the things that we were doing, and I would go out of the room and some of you would ask me, but kuch dikhta nahi hai. I'm told most of the people in Dubai also understand Hindi. That I can't see anything, what's happening. You're talking about all these developments, but what is happening? And then 2016 onwards, if you look at every single matrix, West Bengal is outperforming the rest of the country. You look at the GST, which is a factual database number. The GST collection of the state of West Bengal has been growing rapidly. You look at the state GDP, which is again a factual data point. It has been over-indexed to the rest of the country for multiple years. You open the balance sheets of listed organizations which are working in consumer, and you look at how the sales presentation in the investor presentation, whether it's Titan or whether it is a Hindustan Lever, and you look at the growth figures that is happening at the east and specifically for Bengal, it is over-indexed again. Why is this happening? Because West Bengal chose a business model which was bottoms up. Our visionary Chief Minister, right in the first year in her tenure, decided that prosperity, wealth and development will start at the bottom of the pyramid. When you talk about women's empowerment, we might as businessmen stand here and say how does it really matter to us? Because every single time a girl child is getting educated and she's joining the workforce, the GDP is increasing. Every single time a person is dragged out of poverty, she is becoming a consumer. Not just shifting tracks. If you decide to be part of the West Bengal growth story, we have heard about the 110 million people, but the secret is there are actually 370 million consumers in India. And if you add Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, which our Honorable Chief Minister said, you're talking about a consuming population of the size of MENA. MENA has approximately 580 million people. You're talking about logistically and efficiently being able to reach 580 million consumers. 580 million consumers who are growing in prosperity, who are growing in disposable income, who are growing in want of the next stage of their consuming life. That's the opportunity that West Bengal provides to you. It is high time that all of you do consider, not for the reason that we are here and we are telling you to, but as businessmen, the first thing that we want to see that there's demand, people are purchasing our products, and we are making money. My colleagues and my peers spoke about raw material, our land availability, decisive leadership, transparent administration, responsive administration. But one thing that drives us to do investments is market, is the biggest market that you could invest in. Eastern India is going to be the market for the future. I do hope you will take this opportunity to grow your business, and we, as citizens of West Bengal, look forward to welcoming you there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayank. We now request Mr. Mehul Mohanka, MD and CEO Tega Industries to come up. Tega Industries is a global leader in the field of designing and manufacturing of critical consumables for the mineral processing, mining, and material handling industries, and exports its products and solutions to 82 countries. Mehul.
Honorable Chief Minister, dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I represent a company called Tega Industries. To give you a short intro on my company, we manufacture mineral processing equipment and consumables which go into extraction of metal from rock. We started out as a small SME out of Bengal in 1975. And over the years, we've now grown our presence across 18 countries globally, with customers in more than 96 countries, and about 4 manufacturing plants in Bengal alone. I often get asked, how is that possible out of Bengal? And to just give you a few snippets of how we got there. For example, if I was to mention a few, skilled manpower is one of Bengal's biggest assets. Very few know that we graduate more than 500,000 engineers out of Bengal. We have one of the highest densities of vocational institutes, churning out skilled manpower for our industry. We have easy access to ports, which makes business more and more easy to cater to the export market. We have abundance of power. We have a very supportive industrial climate. And if I was to add to that in terms of infrastructure, Bengal has one of the most pertinent programs on ease of doing business from the perspective of single window clearance for setting up industry. So when asked, how did you build this out of Bengal? My response has always been, it wouldn't have been possible if I wasn't in Bengal. So if we can do it, I encourage you all to please experience the same. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mehul. We now have Mr. Prashant Bangar, Managing Director, Sri Cement, which is one of India's top 3 cement producers and among the fastest growing.
Thank you all, respected Mamata Didi, respected Aman Puri Sahab, ladies and gentlemen. So, Sri Cement is the 3rd largest cement company of India, and we are now operating in 10 states. And very happy to say that only last month did we commission our one of the units in Bengal, and Honorable Chief Minister ma'am had inaugurated it for us. Thank you so much, ma'am. So, the investment in Bengal which we had is around $100 million. There are a number of reasons why Sri Cement chose Bengal for its footprint in East. It is the gateway of East. It is the largest market you can have in East India. It is the biggest commercial hub. It is very well connected with sea, air, and land. What we experience over there is not just the economic boom, the economic prosperity, but we also have the security, sense of security, the sense of law and order, the social and the social and the value systems, the culture which we have among the people, among the industrialists over there. It all works together. There is a whole ecosystem which goes together. Just to have prosperity, just to have good economic activity is not sufficient unless and until you are safe, unless you are confident about your investment, unless you are confident about the people in the state. So very happy to say that while we have bureaucracy, while we have bureaucrats in Bengal, we have no bureaucracy. Dwivedi Saab, Vandana ma'am, is always a phone call away. They are always a message away. Didi's hand is always on our head, and we feel very confident when we are here. So on behalf of Mamata Didi, I invite you all to come and visit the place, see, experience it for yourself, and then decide how beautiful it is when you want to be in India. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We now request Mr. C.K. Dhanuka, Face of Petrochemicals and Tea in West Bengal.
Namaskar, Didi. Friends, I am an entrepreneur. I work in Bengal since last 20 years. My second plant was inaugurated by Mamata Didi in 2013. My third plant has started yesterday in West Bengal. As an entrepreneur, I speak the truth. If I would not have made any money in second plant, I wouldn't have gone for the third plant. So I'm lucky to be there. My third plant, which is going to start tomorrow, will definitely make money. I get full support of the government, lovely infrastructure, lovely labor force, no strike, no labor unrest in 20 years. I'm thankful to the government of Mamata Didi, and I invite all of you who have an intention of coming to India, please come to West Bengal. Thank you very much.
আজ তক বাংলা, দেশের ভরসা এখন বাংলার ভরসা।